Mark Twain once said that he doesn't fear death, for he had been dead for billions and billions of years before he was born, and he had not suffered the slightest inconvenience of it. What he failed to consider is that this nothingness is not the same. That I have experienced somethingness. To return to nothingness is to lose something. To lose love and fear and hate and happiness. The simple happiness of knowing I am something. Wilde then said that death must be so peaceful, to lay amongst the grass and the trees and listen to silence. What he failed to consider is that silence and darkness leave me only with my thoughts. My mind simply stews the knowledge that I already have, churning them like old butter through the rotten mass that was my soul, spinning back to old regrets and mistakes because I have nothing left to spin. My mind has nothing left to spin. Nothing left to feel but the regret that I could have done more. And yet, knowing what happens after my death only leaves me with that. I can't be certain that all of us are left with this. I wonder if it would have been different had I been a religious man, or someone who built more and loved harder and smiled wider. Does Napoleon lay in the ground, regretting the thousands he put to this same punishment? Does Shakespeare stare into darkness and listen into silence, thinking up new plays with no paper to write on? I can't imagine he finds much inspiration in that. I certainly can't. I just hope that something lies ahead. That something will change. That one of these wretched worms will finally dig into some last living remnant of me, clearing my soul and sending me to heaven, or burrows into the caverns of my brain and stops my thoughts from churning. I never dreamt of heaven. Only peace. A peace that I will not have to lay awake in and re-walk the path I've already walked. I know of every stone left unturned and every beautiful plant I should have left untouched. There's no more I can know of what I've already walked. The only solace I can take is in the marks I may have left. I think of the old walls that line the parks by my home, and the pavement that leads up to the old grand house. And I remember that every aged brick and scuffed slab of concrete was laid there lovingly by hands long gone. That each and every day, all of those workers went back, having left a mark on the world that would outlive them all. They built a history that means more to those that live there than any king long gone. I'm not certain what marks I left. Simple marks, certainly, but the idea that my name etched into some tree could be spotted by wandering lovers is the only thought that keeps me within some sort of sanity. And yet, I worry that those marks could be in bad nature. That in my time on this earth, I only worsened it. And that is why I'm left to lay in the ground and listen to silence and stare into darkness. And I will never have the virtue of knowing. I'll never have the virtue of being certain that this is punishment. I can never know if I am the only one to suffer this way, because even in death, I will never have the liberty of knowing.